Welcome to another episode of For the Love of It. Today we are going to try something a little bit different. I kind of want to take a stab at a trick tip video, and I know there's thousands of trick tip videos, and you can go to YouTube and you can just type something in, but you know what, I kind of want to try it. I want to take a stab at it and see if it's something I can do. So we're just going to go simple today, a simple trick that I can break down 100%. And so today we are going to be talking about the rock to fakie. So the rock to fakie, like I say, it's a fairly simple trick. Everybody who skates transition gets the rock to fakie. I mean, you need it. It's an important part of the run. And even though it's a simple trick, it can be real intimidating for beginners or people that just struggle with fakie. I mean, it took me a couple years to even want to try a rock to fakie, just because, you know, it's kind of nerve-wracking going backwards on the ramp, because that's what happens. You rock, you fakie, and you're going backwards on the ramp. So it just took me a minute, and really one of the biggest roadblocks I had was bringing that front truck back over the coping. To me, it looked ridiculous, and it scared the crap out of me. So what is a rock to fakie? So a rock to fakie is when you come up the ramp and you put your board right on the coping with your front trucks up on the deck, or just hovering over the deck. Either way, you get that rock and you bring it back in fakie. So a couple of things before you go and try the rock to fakie. The first one is, be sure that you can drop in. If you can't drop in, don't try rock to fakie. This is just learn to drop in, please. Secondly, and just as important as dropping in, get comfortable just going back and forth on the ramp. That's a great way to kind of get an idea of what it's going to feel like when you come back down the ramp fakie, and just work your way up the ramp progressively and get closer and closer to the coping, and just go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and just get that idea. Practice, practice, practice until you feel absolutely confident going back and forth. Okay, so you just dropped in and you're heading for the next wall. It's time to rock to fakie. What do we do? Well, for me, it's kind of like a transfer of weight with your legs, if that makes sense. For me, it's all in the legs. It's transferring the weight from back leg to front leg, back leg, and then stomp, if that makes any sense. Basically, what's gonna happen, for me at least, this is the way I do it. When I'm approaching the ramp, I put the weight on my back leg and I lift up on my front. And so I bring the front of my board up and I slap the coping with my board. And then after that, what I do is I take the weight off my front leg and put it on my back leg to lift the front of the board back up and over the coping. And then I stomp the front leg back down to put all four wheels back on the ramp and to roll away safely. Two very important things to keep in mind during the rock to fakie is to keep your shoulders straight, keep them parallel with the board. You don't, once you're in the rock to fakie and you're thinking about coming back down, don't twist, right? Just don't twist in either direction. That's gonna throw you off balance. Your goal is to go up, you know, you're going up the ramp straight, rock, fakie, and come back down straight. So any twist of your shoulders is gonna throw you off balance, and it could cause you to crash. So the second thing is to keep your body in the ramp. Putting your body on the deck is gonna make it a lot harder to bring the board back in. Mind you, if that's a style you wanna throw into it, you go right ahead. This is your skateboarding. You can do the trick any way you want. But for me personally, it's a lot easier to do the trick with my body in the ramp. And like I say before, transferring the weight from my legs. Again, coming up to the ramp, back leg, right? That's where my weight is on my back leg, so I can lift the board up. And as I get up over the coping, I put the weight on my front leg, which puts the board over the coping, the front trucks, all that over the coping, right? And I'm ready to bring it back in, weight on the back leg again, lift the board up, trucks come back over the coping, and then once the trucks are safely back in the ramp away from the coping, I then stomp my front foot and I bring that board down. So like I say, remember, shoulders straight, body inside the ramp, transfer weight with your legs. You should be able to get this trick with a lot of practice. It's gonna take practice, But you guys got this. I know you do. It's such a fun trick, and one of my favorite things about rock to fakies is all the opportunities that are available to you after you get this trick, because now you're approaching the ramp in a totally different direction. You're approaching it fakie. And so that just opens up a bunch of new tricks for you guys to try and learn. I mean, the staple, of course, rock to fakie, tail stall, right? Good way to set up for another trick. However, you can also make a cool trick fakie. You can do a fakie trick that's awesome. So while we're at it, let's roll that fakie footage. Let's do a bunch of tricks that require me heading to the ramp in fakie. Let's get it. All right, and that's just a fraction of the amount of tricks you can do in fakie. Literally, skateboarding is an open-ended whatever, man. You can just keep going with it. There's always something to learn. There's always something to do. And yeah, man, so just keep skating, keep practicing, and just keep pushing your limit to see where you can take skateboarding next. This was my first attempt at a trick tip. I hope it was helpful. We'll find out, I guess. So let me know below if rock to fakie's been a trick you're struggling and you watch this video and you're just like, oh my God, that was it. That was the tip I needed to get it down. That'll be awesome. But we're not gonna end it right here, because we're about to tell a story of adventure, a story of a backpack. As a skater, one of the most important things to have is a good bag. Something you can strap your board to and just carry everything you need. Water, wax, camera accessories. You need a good bag. And well, my bag, she's been through it. I've had her for years, but she's tired. She's worn out. I heard a rumor, a really important rumor, and I need to find out if it's true. I need to seek out a bag bush. And just like that, I set out on the biggest journey of my lifetime, with no guarantees that I would find this bag bush. But thankfully, I'm armed with a weapon, a notebook passed on through generations, containing every hint, every clue I need to find this bag bush. Okay, he's not eating me. I think he's friendly. Guys, I found it. The bag bush. After months of searching. Oh my God. Now you gotta be very careful when you pluck them, because they're very delicate, these bag bushes, and they take years to grow. If anything more than a little tug is needed.
A bag bush? Sick.
All right, guys, so I know today was kind of all over the place, you know. I wanted to have some fun this week, and you know, we got down to business with the trick tip. Again, hopefully that helps some of y'all, all y'all, who knows, maybe it helps somebody. That would be cool. But yeah, this is kind of like a throwback to the shoe tree from episode 2. I just wanted to have some fun, and kind of give like a proper send off to this backpack. Like I bought this back in 2007, and you know, it's really beat up. You know, the skate buckles don't buckle anymore, the zipper's long gone, and it was time. But this bag has been everywhere. It's been new 5 different countries, over 30 different states, and it's never let me down. It has always carried my stuff. Hey, because it's a bag, it's what it's for. So again, this bag is it's meant so much to me, and I knew I just had to do like a crazy send-off for it, because you know, it can't handle the adventures and you know, when we're skating the cities and having water and camera equipment, it can't handle it anymore. And I knew that it was gonna be another Element bag. I just knew it, because I mean, like I said, 2007, it's 2021, and that's almost daily use out of that thing. So quality backpack. So again, I saw this. Obviously it wasn't on a bag bush, it was at Skate Plug, and I was just like, bro, that's my backpack. I knew right away, I'm like, this is my backpack. So really hyped on it. There's cool little like doodles everywhere, and it's got like this cool bottom, like, you know, extra sturdy material on the bottom, so you set it down, it's not gonna get messed up. Sturdy clips to hold your skateboard, because like I say, you know, when I go flying, I like to just have everything, all my clothes, all my skateboard, my helmet, just clip it all to one thing, shove it in the overhead bin, or you know, just try to like shove it under the seat so I don't see all my crap. But yeah, so again, I'm super hyped. Special thanks to Brody for coming out and following me in the woods all day as I acted like a knucklehead pretending that I was on some wild adventure. But yeah, really stoked to have him out here. And guys, if you like this video, please hit like. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We do a new video every Friday. Sometimes it slips over to Saturday, but that happens. But I try for Friday. That's always my goal. But until next week, never stop skating.
For the love of it.